Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Gilbert Gottfried.
A man goes to a doctor. He says, "Doctor, I don't know if my wife has TB or VD." The doctor says, "Chase her around the bed. If she coughs, fuck her." To a doctor, as so many men do in these jokes. He goes to a doctor. It's a man, he goes to a doctor and he says, "Doctor, I've got a really embarrassing problem. I seem to be letting off these silent farts." And he goes, "Oh, there goes one now." And he goes, "They're really smelly and disgusting and they're just silent. Oh, there, I let off two. I just keep letting off these silent farts. Oh, I let off two in a row." And he says, "What's wrong with me?" And the doctor goes, "Well, first of all, you go deaf." A bear and a rabbit are taking a shit in the woods. The bear turns to the rabbit and goes, "Do you have trouble with shit sticking to your fur?" The rabbit goes, "No," and the bear wipes his ass with the rabbit. Comes home to his wife. He goes, "Honey, pack your bags. I just won the lottery." And she goes, "What should I pack?" He goes, "I don't care. Just pack and get the fuck out." A little boy is talking to his mother. He goes, "Mom, where do babies come from?" She goes, "They come from a store." He goes, "Oh yeah, who fucks the store?" An armless, legless girl is laying on the beach crying. A man walks along. He goes, "What are you crying about?" She goes, "I'm crying because in my whole life I've never been kissed." So he kneels down and kisses her, then gets up and starts walking away. Then she's crying twice as hard, and he comes back. He goes, "What are you crying about now?" She goes, "I'm crying because in my whole life I've never been fucked." So he picks her up, tosses her in the ocean, and goes, "You're fucked now!" Jewish men are talking. One says, I tell you, every morning at 8 o'clock, I go to the toilet, I take my wee-wee out, I'm trying to, nothing, I'll stand for an hour. If I'm lucky, a little trickle, a drop will come out. The other old Jew goes, I've got it worse than that. Every morning, 7 o'clock, I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm just straining and straining, praying a tiny bowel movement will come out. Then the third Jew goes, I've got it worse than both of you. Every morning, 8 o'clock, I take a big piss and a big shit. The other two says, so what's bad about that? He goes, I don't wake up till 11. Drinking. He gets so drunk that he pukes all over his shirt. And he goes up to the bartender and goes, I'm in trouble now. When my wife finds nights out, I got so drunk, I puked on my shirt. It'll kill me. The bartender says, don't worry about it. Look, here's what you do. You take a $10 bill and put it in your shirt pocket. Then you go home to your wife, say, some other guy got drunk and he puked on your shirt. And he said, I'm sorry, here's $10 to have it cleaned. And he goes, I'll try that. And he goes back to his wife and he goes, I was in the bar. A guy puked on my shirt and gave me this $10 here to have it cleaned. And the wife looks and she goes, he gave you $20. And he goes, oh, I forgot to tell you. He also shit in my pants. A man goes into a bank. He goes into a bank, goes up to a white-haired lady by the desk and goes, yeah, I want to open a fucking bank account. The woman goes, what did you say? He said, I want to open a fucking bank account. She goes, you better watch your language or I'm going to get the manager. He says, why? Because I want to open a fucking bank account? So she storms off, gets the manager. Manager walks over to the man and goes, what seems to be the trouble here, sir? And he says, I want to open a fucking bank account for $500,000. And the bank manager says, oh, and is this cunt giving you a hard time?